How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, we have some actually really good info in regards to that brand new Pokemon. It feels like every time I feel like, okay, I'm done talking about this, there's something new that pops up. And this has to do with what the Pokemon belongs to. Like, is it a Gen 8 Pokemon that was accidentally leaked, that was, in the hands of Niantic? Or is it just like, the new Gen 7 Pokemon? Like, what is it? Well, it seems like we have our answers. The first thing we're going to do here is read through what, some people were thinking. For example, Joe Merrick was saying, due to this, the notion that it's a Generation 8 Pokemon at the end of its dex is flawed. It still could just as easily be 808 and part of Generation 7. And then people are kind of like going into it down here saying it could just be as easily be 808 and the first entry in Gen 8's Pokedex. Remember Victini. But it's introduced in a main Gen 7 game. And then somebody responds here, and I agree with this other guy here, not Joe, but I agree with this other guy here. I don't think that we should consider Let's Go a Gen 7 game. The fact it's running on a new console, new engine perhaps, makes me think it's closer to Gen 8, but I don't think we should consider it Gen 8 either. Is there a rule that states the game can be between gens? And then Joe says just, nah, it's clearly the same engine as Gen 7, just with the new catch mechanism. What does that make a difference, though? That doesn't make any difference, does it? Just because it's on a different engine, does that not make it like a different... Okay, so in your definition, X and Y and Sun and Moon are the same gen because, well, they run essentially on the same engine, the way I look at it. I don't see major differences between these two games, other than the Sun and Moon games just have more shit put into them, and just the models look different. I mean, personally, I don't agree with this sentiment here. I think this is a bridging Pokemon. That's what it's supposed to be. It's neither, it neither fits in with Gen 7 nor Gen 8. It's a Pokemon that's bridging the gap between the two generations. Now, what's really interesting is that Charles here, who was the person who originally leaked this brand new Pokemon, he was the one who did all the leaks and showed the original gameplay before yesterday. Well, he made a really good point here, that, or he basically gave us some info that's really, really useful. Some more info about the Kecleon error. It's labeled as Kecleon in the Pokemon Go, but the Unity files are tagged with Pokemon 891. Now, why is this interesting? Well, he's trying to argue that it's what Joe's trying to say here is that, oh, it's definitely not 891, it's 808. That's what this thing is, which kind of is confirmed. Not by just this, which is that 808 days have passed since Pokemon Go came out, and today's the possible Pokemon 808 has been revealed. It's getting interesting, and this was actually posted yesterday, Joe realized it was on the 22nd, which was yesterday, that it has exactly been 808 days since Pokemon Go was first released, which is really peculiar that we potentially be getting the 808 Pokemon on the 808th day. But that's not all though. Melkor here made some really good discoveries, and I'll actually be translating this because it's all in, I think, Spanish. Because he's the webmaster for Poke Experto. Oh, nice. Okay, so, textures of the following Pokemon sorted by asset number in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or, Ultra Luna. But here's what they basically say. 884, Stakataka. 885, Blacephalon. 886, Poipole. 887, Naganadel. I'm not sure if I said that right. I don't like that name. It's too hard. 888, Zeraora. 889, Investigating. 890, Investigating. 891, New Pokemon. Clearly 891 is the asset number of the new Pokemon, not its number of the Pokedex. So what is he talking about here? Well, basically, these are the spots for their assets in the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, their, whatchamacallem, in the Pokedex, right? They like, when you go down the texture files, they go in this order, right? And once you come down here, 889, 890, and like what we saw right here back with what Charles said, he said 891 was the number. And 891 is going to be a brand new Pokemon, which means that brand new Pokemon we've gotten is this one. Because guess what? 889, probably going to be something else. 890, something else. And 891 is the brand new one, I guess. Which means that, can it still be 808 if these other ones are not filled in? Because there is always a tie that, the chance that 889, 809, and all this stuff could also just be like fillers. You know what I mean? Like, just temporary files, but I guess you could see that, differently. But I want to know your thoughts on this, guys. I want to make this short video. I don't want to make this too long, 5 minutes. I have another video planned for today that's coming out later. It's already scheduled. That's going to be in regards to Mewtwo and the upcoming Mewtwo movie. So if you guys want to see that, just stick around on the channel, subscribe, like, all that stuff, press that notification bell. And yeah, that's just about it, guys. I want to cover this really shortly here. It's just there's not a lot of info here, and I want to cover it just simply because this texture stuff makes it interesting. So, according to what he's saying here, new Pokemon clearly 891 is the asset number of the new Pokemon, not its number of the Pokedex. So, yeah, I think we kind of realized that based on, like, the Pokedex. They're going, what I was trying to say earlier is they're going in the Pokedex order here, you know what I mean? They're going in the Pokedex order as the Pokemon are listed there, but the actual numbers are their assets files. I think I know what this is actually because I've worked with the asset files in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so I kind of see what he means here. So, and you can also see down here, these are the asset files that you work with, the textures, which I have changed in the past. Can be a little bit of a pain. And thank you to Dav here for letting me know about this, by the way. So yeah, people have different opinions, but like I feel like this could be the most logical one. But then the bigger question is it even 808 then, or is it like 810 then? Because you have 808 would be this one then, and 809 would be this, and then this would be 810, which I'm really curious as to now. Or maybe, like I said, these two are just dummy files. You have a lot of dummy files in Pokemon, so these two could be dummy files. He said he's investigating here, which we'll see if he's found anything. I don't know when he posted that thing. Let me see. He posted right here, so he hasn't actually, he hasn't gotten an update on it as of yet, which I'm really, really curious as to what he's gonna find. So whatever he finds, if he makes another discovery, I will let you guys know with a short video. I want to keep this one, like I said, I want to keep it short and not too long. But yeah, so I do have other things planned for today, guys. I will not be streaming it because, like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming today, but I know we will be uploading another video, like I said. I have another video planned beyond that as well. I have tons of videos planned right now. Top 10s planned as well. Loads of stuff coming our way. And also, if anybody doesn't know, we're actually, it's kind of like a 80% chance we are moving in December, so I will be getting my own room, proper setup. We're gonna have better views than just me from this angle, with my bed being untucked over there, and also my brother sleeping in the background right behind me. It's not gonna be that anymore. It's gonna be a nice, proper setup, better camera quality. I'm gonna try to improve the video as much as possible when I get that brand new room and have more space to work within. It's going to be a million times better, guys. But yeah, so I want to know your thoughts. Like, what do you feel about this? Do you personally, like, in your opinion, do you think this is logical? Because, I mean, I've been looking through Joe's stuff here, and in all honesty, and like he said over here, it's been 808 days since Pokemon Go was first released. True. And then he says, so I feel I need to put this 891 stuff to bed. Yes, it could be the national Pokedex number. However, if sharing assets with the main games, it should be noted that the main assets are out of order. For example, Zeraora's assets are listed as 888, despite it being 807. True, which is what we see over here. 888 is Zeraora right there, and down here you have 891, which could be the brand new Pokemon, and then the other two here could just be Pokemon from the Gen 8 Pokedex, but like out of order, which is very likely. In all fairness, it is very likely that could be what we're actually seeing here. So Joe is not wrong. You can see right here. Conversely, Ultra Necrozma is listed as 865. Could this Pokemon be 891? Sure. Is its asset file number indicative of it? No, etc. This thread may be may have interested you, and he links it to Charles and trainer tips here, but I think Charles is the one who kind of went more in, who was the person who kind of went into the files and found this to begin with, so I think he'll have more use of that. But I think, like I said, Melkor here already found it. Melkor already discovered it, which is Pokeexperto, which, by the way, you should follow if you want interesting news and stuff. Though I wish Pokeexperto was tweeting more in English than Spanish, because it can be, or like, I don't know, Portuguese. But yeah, so also, if anybody doesn't know, if anybody didn't watch my video from yesterday, there is a new Pikachu episode coming next week, guys. So what you should expect is, during this coming week, because this always happens with Pikachu, during this coming week, there's going to definitely, I guarantee you, be some sort of trailer dropped. Some sort of trailer is going to be dropped during this upcoming week, right before Pikachu, because what always happens is, Pikachu's announced that it's going to have some sort of news, some video game news, right? That means that during the week, there's going to be a guaranteed trailer. So I'm just saying, keep track on your, keep track of this channel if you want to know about it. I'll be, up 24/7 making videos whenever there is information to relay over to you guys, and also be working on other content as well, like top 10s and that sort of stuff, which I have in the pipeline. I just need to get it done. But yeah, so next week, guaranteed Pikachu news coming, some sort of video game news coming. It says novelist here, but I think even Cerebi posted about this, which we can see over here if you want to, have 100% proof that it's happening. Man, it smells like shit in here. But you can go down here. Here you go. So, Japanese variety show Pikachu to launch a segment showcasing the latest video game news in its episode next week. So yeah, there you go. You just know there's going to be happening something next week if Pikachu's going to be showing news, which means that during the week, expect a trailer. So yeah, guys, either way, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. My name's been rumoured. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.